Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you are new here. If you're new here, my name's Angelica. I'm sharing my healthy weight loss wellness journey online, and I wanted to pop on in my t-shirt with unbrushed hair. Really bad lighting because it's been super gloomy in Kentucky, but it is New Year's Eve and I have an exciting announcement. If you follow me on Instagram or you've been on my Facebook, then you've already seen it, but I am hosting a fitness challenge. I guess kind of just a health challenge overall, not necessarily just fitness, but it is called DDO, which stands for Diligence Do-Over, and I'm gonna explain that in just a minute. But I know not everybody sees my Instagram posts or my post on like the community tab here on YouTube, so I wanted to do a video real quick just in case any of you want to join. If it's a few days later, you can definitely still join. It doesn't have to be on the 1st, but that is technically when it's starting. It's totally free to join. You don't have to like pay anything. It's not like one of the bet things where you bet on yourself or anything like that. All you have to do to join is join in on the Facebook group. We did a pre-challenge in December, so there's about like 30 of us that are already in there and are going on to DDO. So if you want to join in, I'm going to have that link in the description. The group is private so that those who are participating can post their pictures or their meals and updates and everything like that and not have to feel worried about judgment. And I also just really like getting to know you guys better, so I do appreciate those of you who have already participated in the December challenge. It's been real, it's been fun. There were some days I didn't do as well as I wanted, but for the most part it was really good. And it seems like most of you who did it have given good feedback too, so that is lovely. To go into a little bit more detail about DDO, I chose the name Diligence Do-Over because every year I pick a word of the year. I am very much a person who likes to harness that energy of new beginnings and the new years and have these resolutions and kind of kick something off at that. So I always like to have, you know, a grand plan, like a goal for the year, a word of the year. I do all of those things. And for the year of 2020, my word of the year was diligence. Obviously, so many of my goals were not met. Of course, it was a hectic year, and that seems to be the general theme for everyone. So we're just gonna have a diligence do-over. When I picked the word diligence in 2020, I felt so connected to it and empowered by it. And when I was thinking of my word for this year, I'm like, well, I just really want to do diligence. I couldn't think of a word to top that, and I went back and forth on the name of the challenge a little bit just because I'm the type of person who wants to look at every little detail of something, and sometimes it's difficult for me to make decisions about things like, you know, what I'm gonna name something. So I am very happy with the name Diligence Do-Over, or hashtag DDO. Is this a hashtag? I wanted to start 2021 off with the 75 Hard Challenge. If you haven't heard of it, it is like, it was supposed to be an impossible challenge. Now there's plenty of people who have done it at this point, but it's like working out twice a day, reading every day, one of your workouts has to be outside, a certain amount of water, really good goals to have. But with me not being continuously on track with my goals, I did not feel like I was at a point to start that challenge. And I get that it's supposed to be a challenge and seem like it's hard for you to do, but I feel like I would be setting myself up for failure if I tried to do 75 hard from doing my normal thing. So I kind of pulled from the ideas of 75 hard a little bit. If you are pretty active here on my YouTube community tab or on my Facebook page, then you have probably been able to participate in some of the polls. So I did post polls for you to vote on so that we could pick goals or requirements or whatever for the challenge. So let's get into what those are. First of all, this is roughly a 60-day challenge. It's actually 59 because it's just January and February, but have been calling it a 60-day challenge. In my mind, 2 months just always equals 60 days, and obviously it doesn't, but I'm calling it 60 days. I think that 60th day of March 1st can really help kick off the rest of the year. We have 4 main goals for the challenge. Number 1 is to drink 120 ounces of water per day. I promise you can do it. Number 2 is to read, journal, or podcast or meditate every day. I really feel like mental health is so underrated and not talked about when it comes to the weight loss community, and a lot of times people who are trying to lose weight, they don't really focus on that part of it. But obviously that is a really big thing for me, and I didn't want this challenge to be just about losing weight. I want it to be, you know, an overall improvement, a glow up, if you will. So I wanted to have a goal like that so that you could focus on self-improvement or self-care or grounding and kind of whatever works for you in that spectrum. The third goal is our food goal, and that is to stay within our weeklies. This challenge is totally like customizable, so if you are not on WW, you're not on Itrackbites, maybe you want to pick a certain amount of calories you don't go over every week, you can change it to however you want it, but for me it's going to be not going over the weekly points that I am allowed. I know there's a lot of people who also don't use their weeklies and do better that way, so you can do whatever works for you on this part. Again, I'm going to be just making sure I don't go negative in my weeklies, and literally I think it's been at least 6 months since I have not gone negative. And goal number 4, the last one, is that we want to have 4 workouts per week. There is no certain time frame this workout needs to be. There is no certain intensity the workout needs to be. Just moving your body. 4 workouts per week, and I struggled a little bit with doing 3 last month, so I'm excited to challenge myself there, and I really want to start doing some more weight training. So we're going to see how that goes. I hope I didn't leave anything out. That is what we're doing. If you want to join, that link's going to be in the description. I hope some of you decide to do this with me and get 2021 off to a good start. I know 2020 has been something we never expected. Awful for a lot of people, hard for everyone, I think. And I truly feel blessed just to be here. I think we've gotten used to this new way of living now, and we've had time to process some of that and get used to the changes, and now we can adjust our goals to fit into that and stay with our plan that way, meet those goals. And if you've been rocking it, then you can just keep on rocking it with me in 2021. I haven't rocked the weight loss game since 2018, to be honest. So I am so excited for this new beginning. I think I'm going to make a separate video about it, but I am deciding to start all over. I haven't been my highest weight since 2018, so even though I'm down 25-ish pounds, it feels weird to just keep saying that over and over when I'm not really losing weight at this point. So I'm starting back at 0. I'm officially 0 pounds down. And I think that having a really fresh start like that is really going to help me kickstart it and not be in like such a slump that I got into. Okay, I'm starting to ramble, so if you want to join us, go ahead and click the link in the description for the Facebook group. You can answer the questions and I'll approve you as a member on there. I've been making templates for us to track things. We also have a little group chat text message type thing that you can join as well once you get into the group, and I like to go live in there whenever I can, so you might see me going live looking awkward, and then we can see how you're doing, keep each other accountable, check in with each other, and just really have that group support. If you're doing some other challenge or you don't want to join this one, it's totally fine, but I did want to make a video and post it as soon as possible so that you can be aware of it. Because I know, like I said, not everybody sees my Instagram stories or my post on the community tab. I also have some videos that I filmed at the beginning of December and I never posted. So I'm going to be posting those within the next few days, what I was eating on those days and the point or bite values for that. Otherwise, I am super excited for this whole new beginning. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.